Hi everyone, so today I'm just going to talk about the garden plan for the year. Just kind of talk it out in my head. I just went over and marked a bunch of the beds, so I'm just going to do it right now, talk about it right now while it's a little fresh in my head. This area here, not going to change a whole lot. Going to continue to let the raspberries, and they've been really happy in this, and I'm kind of letting them spread into there. They didn't fruit much, in there, but we'll see if now that they're second year canes, if they'll fruit better there. I'll probably divide some of the comfrey when it comes up. Some of these trees are probably going to be a loss. I don't know if you can see on the video, but they got girdled. I need to protect the other ones. I'm going to be adding in some shrub willows for animal feed in this spot, as well as a number of other spots kind of sprinkled around the perennial areas. This is going to be one of our lettuce beds. Once this tree out here leafs out, it's got nice half shade, so it should be a good bed for growing lettuce in the summer, as well as right now, so it gets a nice amount of sun. This is Lorelei's personal bed. We've got some herbs in these two little planters here. The back beds on this are all going to be tomatoes. I am going to be putting some peppers starting here and then wrapping all the way around the front. These were calendula and some other flowers, and there'll be tulips coming up, probably in the next couple weeks if the weather holds out. Other flowers for the summer. But now that we're not doing our other garden, I'm going to go back to using it all for veggies. And then over here we're going to have broccoli, parsley. We don't eat parsley, but it's something we're growing for the rabbits. It's good for their digestive system. Melons or cucumbers here. I haven't quite decided. Basil. One bed of basil, closely planted, is probably plenty for us. And then the front all along here is going to be peppers, but then growing up this trellis, we're going to do, and then also this same for this whole series of beds behind here. Some of them are going to be snap peas, and then I'm going to do pole beans, like a row in front, and then bush beans in a row behind. Well, I haven't tried that before, so we'll see how it goes. We don't eat a ton of snap peas. I'm only going to need, 2, maybe 3 beds of snap peas, and then the rest will get planted into beans early, and then when the peas come out, then I'll do a later succession of beans. We eat a lot of green beans, so we'll try that out. And then we'll stick in this section of the garden. This one's kind of going to be a mixture of things. Tomatoes here and probably there as well. That last bed is going to be Isaac's personal garden bed. His one previously was that first section I showed you where it had all the trees, but it's not a great place for growing a lot of different things that he wants to grow, at least. And then tomatoes in this first bed, and then I'm probably going to do these 2 beds in melons. Keep wanting to try it. Something that Lorelei, especially my oldest, loves melons, and it's kind of a fun thing to grow. And then here I'm going to be adding in some more willows. We're going to get echinacea and a bunch of other things that I want to try. That's Gia's personal garden bed. And then along here we're going to have zucchini, lettuce. So this is nice full sun. So it might get too hot, but we had lettuce growing in this bed almost all the summer, except for it just got a little out of control when we went on vacation. So it should still do pretty well here. This is going to be cucumbers here, and then coming along the side here, I'll probably throw in, some echinacea. I'm thinking I'm going to divide our comfrey and add comfrey all along the walkway here, all the way down to get more plants. Might throw some mint in here. We're going to grow more mint as a medicinal for the rabbits. So I need more of it than we already have. And then we're going to do potatoes. It's possible with the number of seed potatoes coming that we may need to put extra in one of the beds, over there, or just do it here and then put the mint somewhere else. Haven't decided that. And honestly, for as much mint as we need, maybe we even just throw some in there and just let it spread. It's not super sunny, but they should get enough sun that it can just be a ground cover in with. There's raspberries coming that are going to go as close to the front as I can and still have room for comfrey. So probably, you know, right about in line there, and then add comfrey in the front here. They should get about the same amount of sun here, even with this tree, that they do in the front yard. The drainage is a little different because it's flat here versus that slope, but they should do well there. And then these are our beds of garlic, so those will be coming up soonish, you know, about a month or so, depending on the weather. And then we'll see how the blackberries do this year. One of them, I think there was one there that got trampled. They didn't seem super happy with this spot, so depending on how they do, I might try either a different kind of blackberry or rip them out and put more raspberries, I don't know. Haven't decided. And then we've already got perennials. We got gooseberries, a cherry tree. I think the bush cherries that were there got destroyed. Maybe I'll put some more comfrey. And I know there's some around the cherry tree here, so this area will get optimized a little bit better, but it's going to stay relatively the same. And then we already have some perennials here. I may intensify the plantings depending on, you know, what sprouts. So hopefully that was interesting for you guys, and it helps me to talk about it as well. And spring is coming.